do it again because we're getting long. Okay. And sorry. Let's go back to the PowerPoint. If I can share my screen again. Sorry, I'm still not quite fluid with Zoom. There we go. Okay, so let's go back to the PowerPoint and talk about how we verify a message. So we just talked about how to sign a message. Here's how you verify a signature. Here's your process, and then we are going to walk through this on Perry, and hopefully this works well also. So we're going to compute another ordered pair U comma V. U comma V is going to be my other ordered pair in this case. And U is going to be M times Z inverse mod Q. We've got an inverse there, so we have to be really careful about why that exists. We'll talk about that in just a sec. So U is going to be M times Z inverse mod Q, and V is going to be Y times Z inverse mod Q. So we've got U and we've got V. Notice that back up here, we said that if Z equals 0, we were going to pick a different value of Z. And Z is also being computed mod Q, so therefore Z is between 1 and Q minus 1. Q is a prime, right? So everything less than Q is relatively prime to Q, and therefore we know Z is relatively prime to Q, and so Z inverse mod Q is going to exist. So we're going to compute these two things, and then we're going to accept the signature if when you do G raised to the U times B raised to the V mod P, and then you do that mod Q, you get Y back out. Jot that down, and then we'll make sure that Bob has enough information to do all of that. G raised to the U times B raised to the V mod P, and then again mod Q, has to be equal to Y. So making sure that Bob has all the information that he needs. M is the message that got sent along, no problem. Z is part of the signature, so Bob can compute Z inverse. Q is a global value, so Bob can compute Q, or can compute U, all good there. Y came along with the signature. Z came along with the signature. Q is a global value, so Bob can compute V. We're good to go there. G is a global value. We just said Bob can compute U. B is a public key. V, Bob can compute, and P and Q are global values. So Bob has enough information to compute the signature. All right. So let's go back to Perry and double check that what I did is actually going to result in a signature that gets accepted. Any questions up to here before I switch back to Perry and check that I accept my signature? Anything here? We're good? Okay, let's switch back to Perry then and do some computing here. So I need Z inverse, so we'll do 1 over Z inverse is going to be 1 over Z mod Q. All right, and then I need U as we'll do lift mod M. Oh, did I do a message? Yeah, I did a message, sorry. M times Z inverse, and then we want to do that mod Q. We want to, oh, parentheses again, sorry. Oh, no. Okay, lift mod, lift, parentheses, parentheses. What is my expecting end?
You have to mod it by something.
That's my Q.
Parenthesis before the comma.
Parenthesis before the comma. Oh, got it. Yep, sorry. There we go. Okay, thank you. There's my U. And then for my V, I need, let's see if I can do this one real, lift mod. I want Y times Z inverse, and we're modding that by Q. All right, so there's my U and there's my V. I've got my U and I've got my V. Here's what I'm going to compute. This is a little bit messy. Let's do power mod of G raised to the U mod P. And I want a power mod of B raised to the V mod P. And then I want to multiply those both together. So we want to do a mod of %52 times %53 with P. Let's lift that answer to get an actual number. lift percent 54, and then I need to mod that by Q. So we'll do a lift again. Percent 55 modded by Q, and I did not put a mod in there. That's a problem. And we'll get my parentheses stop at the end. What is that supposed to equal? Hopefully, what am I getting back? I'll type in my value and see if it actually works. That's supposed to be equal to?
Why?
Y. Yay! I did not manage to screw up Perry, and we have a value that is equal to Y. Okay, so you should be able to see, minus all of my too few arguments, sorry about that, you should be able to see the Perry log on the screen if you want to go back to recordings, etc. of today's class. Are we good? Everybody good? Give me a thumbs up with the generating of stuff with DSA, protocols, etc. All good. Okay, what I am going to do is not talk about why DSA works. So there is a slide here that talks about why it works. I'm going to make it your responsibility to work through all of this. It's basic arithmetic, it's basic multiplication of stuff out. It's not something that I necessarily want to spend class time on. I would if we were live in class, but this is not going to be fun to walk through. So this can be your responsibility. The slides are posted. Walk through this and make sure you understand why it works, okay? What I do want to talk about is the efficiency of RSA. So remember what we said before. We said that signatures were fast and verifying signatures was slow. So look at what's going on here, and I want to do this on this slide. All this information is on the last slide of today's, but I want to do it on this slide because I have all the values up here. So I can compute Y in advance, right? Y does not depend on the message at all. I can totally compute Y in advance. So we can pre-compute Y if we pick a K value. That means I can also pre-compute K in advance. Everybody see what I mean when I'm saying I can pre-compute these values? Does that make sense? All right. So really the only thing in order to assign a message that I have to do live is M plus A times Y times K inverse. That's addition and that's multiplication. Fast or slow? Addition and multiplication, fast or slow? What do you got? Give me thumbs up, thumbs down. Addition and multiplication, fast or slow? We have fast, fast. All right, so signing stuff is fast. Verification. This is just addition or multiplication and inverses. This isn't so bad, but down here I've got two exponents. Exponents, fast or slow? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Exponents, fast or slow? What do we got? Exponents are slow. And this is not something that you can pre-compute because you gotta wait for the message and the signature to come through. So that's the reason that we say signing a message is fast, but verifying a message is slow. All of the talking points that I just talked about are on the very last slide, so you can look at those and see what I'm saying here. But signing is fast and verifying is slow. Okay? That is DSA. There is one on homework number 4 that has you doing DSA. So let me stop sharing my screen, go back to here. Couple of quick reminders. So again, homework's due today at noon. As of logging into class, 9 of you had submitted it. That's great. Could the rest of you get going by noon? That would be good. Homework number 4 is posted on Moodle. Did I email that out to you? I don't remember. I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind. Yes, I did. Okay, and so that is due a week from Monday, April 6th. Any other last minute questions before I let you go for today? Like I said, I think that not always, but sometimes Zoom classes are going to be a little bit shorter because I don't have the interaction with you guys as much as I can in class. So anything else? Other questions, other comments, other issues that you are having? Anybody, anything? No, we're good. Ashley, yeah.
For number 6 on the homework.
Homework 3 or homework 4?
3.
Hang on one sec, let me get it. Okay, So it gives you P, Q, and E. You're supposed to sign crypto using the RSA signature scheme. Yes.
Right. We just have to sign crypto converted into the numbers. We don't have to encrypt that message, right?
Correct. I just need a signature. And make sure that when you are signing it, you want to use the numbering scheme A equals 0, 1, B equals 0, 2, etc. That's different from the Caesar scheme that we had before. And the reason that that's different is because if you do A equals 0, B equals 1, etc., you lose an A that comes at the very beginning of the message. So that's why we have A equals 0, 1, B equals 0, 2 instead of what we had before. But yes, you don't have to encrypt, you just have to sign. Yes. Anything else? Other questions on the homework due at noon, life, etc.? Anything else? Okay. I will get recordings posted today, and then I will see you guys on Monday. Thanks for signing in. Have a lovely day. We're going to talk about primality and testing on Monday. Thanks, guys. See you Monday. Have a good weekend.